So in this question here, I need to calculate 3 times this matrix and this matrix. So how am I going to do that? Well, if I call this one matrix A and this matrix B, basically what I'm looking for is 3 times A times B. Now, matrices are not always commutative. So for example, I couldn't do this 3B times A. That doesn't work for matrices. But here, with this being just a multiple, I've got some options here. I could do this as A times 3B if I want, or I could do this as 3A times B if I want. So I've got a few options here, and I could also do 3 times AB. So I can multiply AB first and then multiply by the result by 3. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do this one first. 3 times AB, that's what I'm going to do. So now let's multiply these two matrices. So I've got 4, 2, 1, 0, and 2, 0, minus 1, and 5. Okay, so now I've got a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2, so my answer is going to be another 2 by 2 matrix. Now, to get each of my terms here, I need to do something what's called the dot product. So if I go along here, my first row, 4 and 2, and I multiply it by my first column, I get this one. And this top row multiplied by my second column, I get this one. And then with this bottom row, multiply that by the first column, I get this one. And then multiply it by this one, I'll get this one. So I don't just get 42 and times by 2 minus 1. I have to do 4 times 2, which is 8. So let's write them down. 4 times 2, which is 8. Then I have to add 2 times minus 1. So 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. So then I've got 8 minus 2. So that gives me 6. Okay. Now, what about the next one? So for here, I do this row with this column. So now I've got 4 times 0 plus 2 times 5. So now I've got 0 plus 10. So that just gives me 10. Now this one with this one is going to give me this point here. So I've got 1 times 2 plus 0 times minus 1. So that's going to give me 2 plus 0. So therefore this point here is 2. Okay, and then the last one here, I'm going to do this row with this last column. So now I've got 1 times 0 plus 0 times 5, which is just going to give me 0 plus 0, which is hence 0. And then what's left now is the number 3. I need to just multiply that by everybody. So now 3. So this time I'm just multiplying each of my elements individually. So now that will give me 3 6s are 18, 3 10s are 30, 3 2s are 6, 3 times 0 is 0. And that is going to be my final answer. Now I'm going to leave it as an exercise for you guys to try these 3 here, but you should be getting the same result as I got here. Okay.